Howdy, everybody. This is the award-winning car talk show in wheel time, your weekly go-to all things automotive place. Today, coming to you from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruisein at the Lupe Tortilla in Katy, right off of the Grand Parkway and
Kingsland.
right off the Grand Parkway and I-10.
Oh, okay. South of I-10 on the Grand
you
Parkway.
just busted.
Every time we're here, we have to go through this. Where are we?
Yeah, we are at the Lupes in Katy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I got into a whole lot of trouble because
Yes, you
an
did.
Uber driver didn't know the difference between the Katy Freeway and Katy, Texas.
Oh, that's
Katy
right.
Freeway
He dropped him
goes
off
from
at the original.
downtown all the way out past Brookshire. That's the Katy Freeway. If you're in Katy, Texas, this is Katy, Texas. There's a difference. The freeway, the city.
And you'd think the Uber driver would have gone to the furthest away place as opposed to the one in
that's
town.
an Uber driver.
That's a taxi driver.
Mr. Mars, would you please introduce our next guest?
I've been waiting for this. Conrad keeps talking about a rat rod sitting out there in the parking lot.
I
Now,
apologize. It's not a rat rod.
I'm going to tell you, I looked at that, and I'm interested to see what Mr. Tom Hoerner calls his
Could you pull your
1930
microphone
Model A
down to your
truck.
mouth because we can't hear you?
You can't
Thank
hear me?
Now
Is
we
that
can.
better?
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, Mr. Tom Hoerner,
Yes,
he
sir.
owns the 1930 Model A truck sitting out there that is nothing close to a rat rod.
That is gorgeous. Tell us about it.
Thank you. It's a 1930 Ford Model A truck. I don't know what else. I don't know what else there is to say about it.
So did you do all the work?
My father and I did, yes.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago did you do the work?
It's taken us about 7 years.
Did you do the chop on it?
Yep.
Y'all did everything.
5.5-inch chop, 3-inch channel.
I was going to say, it looks like
Floor.
it's channel too.
Yep. Yep.
God. And what kind of motors it got in
It's
it?
a 350 Chevy.
350 carbureted?
Yes. Yeah.
It's got three
barrels.
twos on it. I saw it when it drove in.
Yep.
Rochester twos or Hollies?
They are. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about
Neither
it.
one.
Them? Neither one.
Strombergs. Strombergs.
Oh, okay.
Strombergs.
Oh, how classic is that? So, what's the chassis? What's the framing?
We bought the frame from a company in Colorado. It came as is.
Okay.
It's got a 10-inch step in the rear and a 4-inch sweep in the front.
The best way to go. Spend the extra money
Yep.
and get a chassis
Get it
that
done.
you want. Don't try to mess up an old school chassis that has no clue what a V8 engine is.
It didn't have the strength. It doesn't have
Yeah.
the.
Wasn't designed for that kind of power,
probably-
or especially
Exactly.
if you're going to play around with the car.
Yep.
Yeah, very classic looking hot rod.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a dark gray, but from this distance doesn't look like it's metallic.
No,
kind of looks like a
it's not
battleship
metallic.
gray.
Yeah, it's actually Jeep color.
Oh well, we're fans of Jeep.
Yeah.
And the roof is open. I
Yes.
mean, you've got the wooden whatever you
Insert.
call
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
But there's no material there, so it's kind of
Not
like
yet.
Don's favorite sunroof with a little bit of.
Don't even go there. My guess is it doesn't have air conditioning either.
No. The windshield flips open though.
That's good.
That creates
Flow
the
through
air
there.
conditioning, right?
So take us through the steps that you went through when you decided that this is the way that you're going to go.
Gosh, I mean, I wouldn't even.
You
know
started.
where to
Did you
begin.
start with the frame or did you start with the body?
I bought. It was a complete truck, all rusted out on the bottom. We had to replace 6 inches around the entire bottom of the truck, of
Okay.
the cab.
Where'd you? I mean, was it a Texas truck?
I bought it in Arizona.
Okay.
Phoenix.
So it started off with pretty good DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I said, we had to replace the whole 6 inches around the whole bottom of the cab, new firewall. Yeah, the whole brand new floor.
And what drew you to that truck?
I've always liked the 30s, 30, 31, 32. I decided to do a truck just because not a lot of people do a truck.
Right.
Mostly
And it
kids.
really attracts your attention because it is a truck.
Right.
As it pulls in, it's like, and it's not just lowered, but it's also got the classic wheel and tire package on it for what I would say more of a
retro
50s,
retro
hot rod as
Exactly.
opposed to the new all 22-inch stuff they do today.
Yeah. Yeah, the wheel covers are actually spun aluminum moon discs.
Oh wow!
That we cut out the center and then put the 33 or 34 V8 Ford caps.
Oh,
nice.
cool.
Nice touch. Now, in the bed, I mean, there's a lot of nice metal work done in there.
Yeah.
Everything's rounded, everything's smooth, it's filled. Did you do all that?
Yep.
So where did you get your skill to do that kind of metal and woodwork?
Learned everything from my dad.
Oh, how cool
Yeah.
is that? Is your dad here?
Yeah, he's here
He's
somewhere.
he's the
Guy
with the beard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is he related to Billy Gibbons?
No.
Okay.
We've met Billy, though.
Well, I would think you would, because that's kind of a cool car, and I would say if he saw it, he'd probably draw an eye to it and come on over and take a look at it.
A buddy of mine back in California has a shop out there, and he knows Billy. So we were in the shop one day, and Billy happened to be there, so we got to meet him.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Dad obviously gave you your inspiration early on as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
As a car nut.
Yep. Yeah, I was crawling around the garage floor when I was still in diapers.
Picking up. Well, see, back then you wouldn't have been picking up the 10 millimeter. You'd been picking up the 1/2 inch and the 9/16.
Exactly. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't deal with 10 millimeters
No.
much.
Are you out here in the Katy area?
Yeah, I just live down the street.
Nice.
Yeah.
First time out to this?
Yes.
Okay, well, welcome.
Thank you.
It's been 2 years now?
Yeah. Well, almost. Yeah.
Almost 2 years it's been going on. It's a great show, because it's just kind of drive in and drive out as you please. And we noticed you kind of wandered out and wandered back in.
Yeah, I had to run home and get my mask.
Welcome to
at home.
2020.
Yeah, you want some
2021.
coffee? Yeah, you got to have a mask to go in.
And just to let you know, most restaurants these days have masks.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just throwing that out there.
Yeah. It was an excuse to drive again, so.
Absolutely. No, to come back in.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
everybody
Make
look
another
at you.
entrance.
That's
Yeah.
So is that what people would call a crate motor, or was
It
that
is,
a motor
yes.
that you guys built
It's
yourself?
a crate motor.
Is it ZZ4?
No, it's just a small block Chevy, just older, like 80s style.
Okay.
Yeah.
And really, if you think about it, it's the way to go, because you couldn't gather up all those parts yourself going to Hilo or O'Reilly's and stuff and put it together cheaper than that.
Yeah, crate motor is the way to go.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
It's cheap horsepower with the
Well,
small block
but you
Chevy.
could-
it's cheap
you
horsepower, but it also comes with a bit of a warranty.
Yeah.
Because when you buy those over the counter from General Motors or from Scoggins and Dickey or whoever you buy it from, those GM crate motors, they actually come with a 36-month warranty, no mileage associated with it, which is actually, to me, a better warranty than if you have the dealership install it.
Yeah.
You know, because then it's got mileage attached to the warranty. So
Is that Dad? Dad's wandering around?
Yep, that's him.
Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Dad. Hey, Dad, come here.
It's going. Are you talking
He's
to
shy.
me? You talking to me?
One thing we did do with the motor, though, we put a different cam in it. We put a thumper cam in it and roller rockers and
That
stuff.
just makes it sound better.
Yeah, exactly.
And where did your dad's metal skills come from? Because to me, I'm jealous about people who can do all the welding and stuff.
He just retired. He was working at a shop for about 28 years doing restoration, Duesenbergs and Bugattis and all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So.
High level stuff.
Yeah.
Where was that shop at?
In Orange County, California.
Oh well, that's the place those things happen.
Yeah, he's done several cars for Jay Leno.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, worked on some of his Pebble Beach type.
Oh,
cars and
that's
stuff.
where I was going to go next.
Yeah.
You've touched some cars that have been to Pebble Beach.
Quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter runs a winery in Murphy's, California, and it's usually the last concourse of the season in September, and the same people who manage the Pebble Beach do the Ironstone concourse. And they end up getting quite a few of the Pebble Beach cars, but usually it's like the year or 2 years after. So pretty talented to be able to do some cars that show up at Pebble Beach. I'm always jealous of people who can do metal work and all the welding and stuff. It's something I never learned to do. All of my welding was with wire coat hangers and an acetylene torch.
And the liquid.
And splatters, lots of
Yeah.
splatters.
Yeah.
So what brings you back to Houston? All those years out in California?
Just retired and wanted to get out of there.
Yeah. Well, that's probably a smart move. And him.
Live with Junior. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Well, obviously you've done a good job. I mean, we're looking at the car, and you two. You know, there's something. I lost my dad several years ago, and there's something special. You know, it was my dad, that got me going in engines. He worked for a company that built engines, a Waukesha Motor Company, and industrial engines. And he worked in the laboratory where they blew up engines. And that company is still in business, and mainly oil field, that kind of heavy-duty industrial type engines. But go to see him at the place. Got me inspired. The first thing I did was I took the engine off of the lawnmower and turned it into a motorbike. And that's how I got started. And anytime that Dad had any kind of a problem with the car, he fixed the car. He didn't take it to anybody else. He did it. I'll never forget the Buick, the 64 Buick, small V8 in it, blew a head gasket. And he never could understand why. And he took the head off of it. He says, well, I know why. You got a cast iron block and an aluminum head. And they don't necessarily like each other. And if you don't have the right gasket in it, it's going to blow it. And blew it out between the cylinder. Took the cylinder head off, fixed it, put it all back together again. And I guess it got me inspired, like you. And it was through Dad that here I am today. Although my main career has been broadcasting, when I got out of high school, I went to work for a Chevrolet dealership thinking that was the path I was going to take. Well, here I am all these many years later, and I'm still back into the
still a
automotive.
car nut.
Yeah. And so I appreciate it. And I appreciate the fact that you and he have such a connection. It's great to be able to work with your son.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So how long did it take you to do the car?
About 7 years,
And
off and on.
kind of that's its final iteration, or has it kind of changed a little bit through the years?
It hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean, we kind of had a good vision in mind when we started. Actually, we were just going to try to throw it together and do a rat rod, and then things slowly kind of, let's just make this nicer and that nicer. Well, we made that nice. Now we got to make this nice.
Let's go out and buy that $200 a gallon paint and put that in there instead of the 1995 gallon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, with such a great vehicle that you got there, gets all the heads turning. What kind of car do you drive every day? Start with you, Dad.
Well, right now, nothing. I sold it to move here.
Okay. And so what was it that you had?
Chrysler 300.
Chrysler 300. Good
Fun
choice.
car.
And how about you?
I have a Toyota Tacoma.
Okay.
I'm always curious about, what is your daily driver? If you own a car like that, it's worth a lot of money, and clearly it's not just about what it's worth. It's more about the memories and the time together.
Well, it's the emotion. There's no value to the emotion, especially with a car that you built with your dad.
Yeah.
That's priceless to you because it's, there's memories in the car as you're building the car as well.
And a lot of busted knuckles and
Yeah.
Yeah, if your knuckles aren't bleeding, you're not working on
Do
it.
what?
Arguments.
Arguments.
some
No,
of
we're
those
not
too.
going to do it that way. Okay, I'll go ahead.
So what's the differential? What do you got for a?
it's a Ford 9-inch.
Okay.
Yep.
4-link.
It's ladder bars.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, how
And a
cool.
Transverse leaf. Yeah.
Transverse leaf. Oh, the
Old school.
I was
Yeah.
going to say it's straight out of a Model T.
Damn
not
near.
not quite, but that was, and all these people with all these new Corvettes think transverse leaf was something Corvette developed. No, let's go way back in time. It's
Yeah.
been around a long time.
Yeah.
A friend of mine had said years and years ago, there's really nothing new in the car business. Most things are kind of recycled ideas. Just the electronic technology has advanced them today.
Yeah.
So I imagine probably not an electronically advanced car. Just for what you're looking at, you want that to be pretty much as simple as you can.
I do have a stereo in it, though.
Well, that's good.
It's all hidden, though. It's all Bluetooth and all hidden behind the dash.
and a Bluetooth stereo,
Yeah.
no less.
Yeah.
What high-tech ignition system, or are you still running points and stuff? So
It's a mag look, so
Okay.
it's a distributor, but it looks like a Magneto.
trying to.
Trying to keep it nostalgic,
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
There's a car that's just pulling in right now that tweaks my interest. I don't even know what is that, a Pontiac?
I think it's about a 53, 54
Chevrolet.
Chevy.
Yeah. Looks like a 53, I think.
Don't get me going.
But it's got a dress-up kit on it that clearly he's come up with himself.
Early
That-
50s NASCAR.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah, it's.
He's about to hit Mike's.
I've never seen the car before.
No, that's the first time I've seen it. And when you look at the poster for this week's Lupe Tortillas, Stan had chose the Hudson NASCAR look for the poster. So I guess the car kind of fits the month for Tailpipes and Tacos.
So it's so good to have you guys here,
Thank
and
you.
Thank you.
and to talk cars, and the father-son thing is paramount to everything else. But it's great that you guys have that kind of connection to one another.
So you still got Jay Leno's phone number?
No.
So, how long have you been in the car business, so to speak? All your life?
Well, basically, started when I was like 15 years old.
Yeah.
Working on my own cars.
Right.
And then I got out of it. Just did it for a hobby, basically. And I was in the construction business. And
So
that got slow. Went back to cars.
No formal education on working on cars.
No.
Kind of a learn as you go along.
Right.
Where'd you learn your welding skills?
Practice.
Yeah.
Really?
just self-taught. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, one of those deals where you're thrown into it. Okay, I'll give it a shot,
Super jealous of
and
that.
then it evolves into
Right.
getting better and better and better.
Right.
Yeah. So how many years were you employed, so to speak, in the automotive business? Doing
28 years.
28 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you love it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
And
Yeah.
is the shop you worked at in SoCal still active?
Yes.
You want to name who they are?
Randy Ema.
Randy Ema.
Yeah. Randy Ema Incorporated
Does
And where?
in Orange,
In
California.
Orange. Okay.
and sounds like he does Uber Highline cars.
Yes.
So
yes.
his employees have got to really understand the value of what they're working on, not just their skills, but the value of those cars. You got to make sure you do it right and follow all the guidelines and the rules, because when the judges look at it, you better be right.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you've obviously been to Pebble Beach
Yeah, 5 times
5 times with a car.
with the car.
Yeah. And when you come away from there, do you learn things? Or do you teach other people things? Be it's okay. You don't have to be modest. Just how do you feel about that?
I'm just busy when I'm there. Most of the time the car is not quite ready, and we'll work long hours to get it.
Right. But I mean, do you
Prepared
when you come
and,
away from a Pebble Beach experience, whether you're showing a car or somebody else's car that is there that you've built, do you come away where you've learned something new, or not so much?
Not so much.
It's
I
more
mean,
along the lines of you teaching other people your skills.
Well, the more money you throw at something, the better it can be. I know that.
Hey, that's life. You know. It's all about how much money you put in something.
Exactly. So clearly you've made a good go of it for yourself. You've enjoyed a job that really wasn't a job. I think it was more of a passion, don't you think?
Yeah, it was like, go to work every day and play, basically.
Yeah.
So is there one car that you built, whether it was for Pebble or not, that really sticks out in your mind that you're kind of the proudest of?
The Mercedes,
I
maybe?
would say the 770K Mercedes
Whoa.
that we restored for William Lyons.
Oh, how cool!
How long did that take?
5 years.
That's going to work every day, Monday through Friday, and working on a car for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that most people understand the commitment to do something like that, where one day you get a little bit done, the next day you get nothing done.
Yeah, or go 2 steps backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did this, but it's not going to turn out right, so we're going to start it all over again. And, yeah, one of those kind of
And
deals.
then you wait for months to find just that right little part, because there's only 2 of them in existence.
Or you have to make it.
And,
Or you have to
and the guy who owns them doesn't want to sell them, so you end up going over to the lathe and a plasma cutter and making your own.
That's right. Made a lot of parts.
How?
Well, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I love you guys.
Thanks.
And you're out here in Katy. So I would imagine now that we've got you all pumped up, you'll be back for at least one more
Oh, yeah.
in wheel time and
Oh, for sure.
Tailpipes and Tacos.
And your car, just because it's sitting out in front of us, we can see how many people wander over
Yeah.
to it and wander around it looking at it. So it really draws a lot of attention. It drew our attention driving in, not only for the sound of it, but for the look of it. I mistakenly thought it was more of a rat rod,
Yeah.
not realizing no. That's
Only because of the year.
that's a pretty customized toy right there. And so, how many do you put some miles on it, or not very many?
Not many yet. I mean, it's pretty much just hit the road.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We still got some things to finish up on it. We got to get the interior done, put the top on it, and paint and touch up. And
So
little
when you
things.
put the top on, be a piece of canvas?
Yeah, it'll be canvas. It'll be a snap-on.
Okay.
A snap-on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not a Craftsman, a snap-on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't afford that.
There will never be
That was
another
quick, man.
Craftsman.
That was quick.
He is. He carries me along.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much
Yeah,
for
thank
stopping
you.
by.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you sharing the
yeah.
car with everybody
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
here as well.
and when you come back next week, next month, we're going to make sure that you will promote your new car that you currently have. You're working on in the garage.
You,
out
got-
here
you
at
have
Katy.
another one in the garage?
Yeah.
What's the next?
How did I know that?
Because
We got two in the garage,
It's never
actually.
ending. So what are your next toys
I'm
you're
building
working
a
on?
little chop top 30 coupe.
For you?
Yeah, with
Okay.
a flathead in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
now there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
all the flathead toys that go
Yeah.
with it.
It's not going to be that nice though. It's
That's okay.
Is it going to be a driver?
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have never been a huge flathead Ford kind of guy, but something's changed within me. I don't know why. I guess it's an appreciation of the beginning of the V8.
Right.
And I got to drive one time, and I was impressed. The torque, the horsepower for that year model. I'm going, wow. Old Henry had it together back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first car in high school was a 50 Mercury.
A 50 Merc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you still had that?
I do.
Yeah, I can appreciate it. Gents,
So well, you mentioned 50 Mercury. We've had Gene
Winfield.
Winfield
yeah.
on the show a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
And chatted with him, and because I know that's kind of his world is
Yep.
that
Right.
that generation
Those
of Mercury.
customs. Yeah.
So all those Southern California guys kind of they know the kind of fun cars to have to make to customize as well. Pretty cool.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thanks again.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next month, same time, same
Okay.
back channel.
We'll be
All
here.
right.
Thanks for
Thanks a
sharing
lot.
your car with us.
We
Thank you.
appreciate it. All right. We need to take a quick break. It's the top of the hour, and we have the maestro himself, Mr. Stan Holt, standing by. And he is going to be speaking with us about his new Corvette experience. Coming up right after this.
Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier cruise in, and you're invited to join in. Whether you're a cruiser or spectator, Tailpipes and Tacos is the place to enjoy made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and mingle with Houston's fun car people. Mark your calendar for Saturday, February 20th for Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican Restaurant in Katy, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tailpipes and Tacos is free, and everyone's invited. You will see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods all at one location. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and
What a
family
great-
event at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Lupe founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, February 20th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Lupe's in Katy. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise in, February 20th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupe's in Katy, weather permitting. Is your business or company looking to stand out in a crowded advertising market? Looking to reach the real auto enthusiast? Well, you found it. You're listening or watching In Wheel Time, and so are your fellow enthusiasts. The In Wheel Time Car Show now reaches 500,000, and we can put together a marketing plan that will engage them in your product, business, or service. To get the tires rolling, just shoot us an email to our marketing director, Jeff Zekin. His address is jeff@inwheeltime.com. Texas Truck Works is your go-to truck customizer. From mild-to-wild lift kits, custom wheels, and steering and handling enhancements to the best personal and commercial wraps, Texas Truck Works delivers. Let Texas Truck Works founder Scott Stevens help you get the most out of your truck or Jeep. Texas Truck Works has decades of customizing experience, including power adders and complete engine swaps. Let the Texas Truck Works team design an upgrade plan that fits your budget. Get truck attitude today at TexasTruckWorks.com.